We choose the Rosaceae family because it is one of the most important and diverse plant families, both scientifically and economically. It includes a wide range of species, such as flowering plants and fruit crops that are commonly used in agriculture, horticulture, and landscaping. Plants in this family usually have clear and interesting flower structure with 5 petals, many stamens, and different ovary positions, which make them ideal for learning about plant morphology and classification. They also produce various types of fruits like apple, strawberry, and peach. Since members of this family are found worldwide and are easy to access, it makes the Rosaceae family a practical and valuable choice for studying plant biology, evolution, and adaptation.
Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Suci Noraisha. Today I will be presenting the diagnostic characteristic of a classic and historically significant rose species, which is Rosa gallica. Rosa gallica, also known as the garlic rose. Okay, one of the most distinctive features of Rosa gallica is its rich flower color. The petals are traditionally deep pink, magenta, or even purplish red. These both shades give the flower a striking and elegant appearance, making it popular in all-style garden and historical landscapes. In terms of form, the flower is saucer-shaped and range from single to semi-double. This is mean the bloom is flatter compared to the modern roses, with fewer layer of petals, creating a more open and natural look. A key highlight of Rosa gallica is its fragrance. It carries a strong classic or rose scent, which is often described as rich and nostalgic. This makes it a favorite in the perfume industry and among rose enthusiasts who appreciate traditional rose aromas. The flower itself is medium sized, about 5 to 7.5 centimeter in diameter, and the leaf size range between 9 to 15 centimeters. This proportion contribute to a balanced and pleasing plant profile suitable for ornamental use. To summarize, Rosa gallica is value not just for its deep, beautiful colors and elegant form, but also for its unforgettable fragrance and historical significance. It remains a symbol of timeless beauty in the world of roses. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, I want to share about pink retendos rose, which is scientific name Rosa rugosa pink retendos. For the shade characteristic, of course, this Rosa genosa shade there belongs to genus Rose and woody stem often with prickles. There are also multiple leaflets per leaf. For diagnostic characteristic, first, its flower color is one of the most striking features. Rosa genosa blooms in distinctive, bright, rose pink shade. This vivid hue makes it stand out beautifully in natural settings. Next, the flower form is quite unique. The petals have a carnation-like appearance and are fringed, giving the flowers an elegance and textures look like quite different from typical rose petals. Next, for when it's come to fragrance, Rosa rugosa does not disappoint. It offers a light to moderate clove-like scent, which adds pleasant aromatic quality, perfect for sensory gardens. As a flower size, they are relatively small, measuring about 4 to 5 centimeters in diameter. Despite the size, their color and form make them very noticeable and attractive. Finally, the leaf of Rosa rugosa range from 15 to 22 centimeters in size. This larger leaf complement the small flowers and help to create a balanced large plant structure.
This is a suspect rose. The suspect is a floribunda rose, which means it blooms in cluster instead of just one flower per stem. It was first introduced in Germany in 1973 by a rose breeder named Remo Corvus. One of the most impressive things about this rose is its bright golden yellow petals. Unlike many yellow roses, the color does not fade in the sun. which makes it stand out in any garden. We also can find this rose in Marduk, Cameron Highland. Now, let's talk a bit about the character of this rose. This spur is first compact, usually growing about 2-3 feet tall, so it's perfect for small space or containers. 2. Double to full double flower form, where it has 17 to 25 petals. Third, has a strong, sweet fragrance. It smells a bit like lemon, fresh and pleasant. It's quite rare for yellow roses, which are usually less fragrant. 4. Have a large of the flower and leaf size. Lastly, a repeat bloomer, meaning it produces flowers several times during the growing season. Next, the part of the flower. The petals are the yellow parts. They attract bees and other pollinators. The sepals are the small green parts under the bud. They protect the flower before it opens. The stamens are the thin, yellow structure inside. These are the male parts that carry pollens. The pistil is in the center, is the female part where pollination happens. To sum up this, the sunsprite rose is a beautiful and vibrant flower that...
Hi everyone, so I'm No. So now, let's take a moment to again appreciate beautiful and popular rose variety. So now, we are going to talk about Rosa bonica 82. So first, let's explore some shared characteristics that Rosa bonica 82 has in common with other members of Rosa genus or family. Like all roses, bonica 82 belongs to the genus Rosa, a group known for its ornamental and botanical beauty. It features woody stems, often protected by prickles, commonly we say as thorns. Its leaves are made up of multiple leaflets, typically 5 to 7 per leaf, which is a signature trait of roses. Alright, so now let's look at the diagnostic characteristics which help us to identify Rosa bonica 82 specifically. Now, its flower color is a soft to medium pink, sometimes fading to lighter shades as the flower matures. The flower form is double and cup-shaped, with a gently rounded structure that opens gracefully. Next, in terms of fragrance, it has a light or mild scent, not overpowering, but pleasantly fresh. And the flower size is medium, typically around 5 to 7 centimeters in diameter, and the leaves are small to medium in size, with a slightly glossy surface and fresh green tone. Altogether, Rosa bonica 82 stands out for its reliability, elegance and charm.
Today, I would like to talk about flower that is not only beautiful but also extremely valuable in the various industry, the damask rose, scientifically known as Rosa damascena. This flower is often called the Queen of Roses because of its rich fragrance and wide range of uses from the cosmetic to medicine. The main characteristic of damask rose for the physical appearance. The damask rose is a thorny shrub that grows up to 1.5 to 2 meters in height. Its flowers are medium to large in size with a soft pink to deep pink petals. And a single flower usually has 20 and 40 petals, giving it a fuller and more layered look compared to typical roses. Damask rose also have a strong and sweet fragrance. One of its most famous features is its intense and pleasant scent. This is due to its high essential oil content, which makes it highly sought after in the perfume and aromatic therapy industry. This plant is resilient and can survive in cool climates and high altitude. It also grows best with the full sunlight and well-drained soil. Damask rose blooms once a year, usually in the late spring to early summer between May and July. Because of its limited blooming season, the production of rose oil is low, making it very expensive and exclusive.
Next, I will present about our poster. So the species that we choose are garlic rose, damask rose, sunsprite rose, bonica rose, and pink Gruntendorat rose. So all of these plants belong to the same genus Rosa and the Rosaceae family. So some shared characteristics are woody stem with prickles, multiple leaflets per leaf, moderate to high cold hardiness, and all produce double flowers with multiple layers of petals. So next we will move on to diagnostic characters. So we also compare each rose species based on several features such as flower color, flower form, fragrance, flower size, and leaf size. For example, Rosa sunsprite is known for its bright yellow color and strong sweet fragrance, while damask rose has a very strong fragrance and large full flowers with a classic scent. We also created a key to species to help identify each rose species. A key to species works by making a series of choices based on the plant characteristic to narrow down the possible species. So first we will look at the leaf size. If the leaf size is large, we will go to step 2. If medium, we will go to step 3. Then we compare the flower form and flower size. If the flower is semi-double and medium in size, we will identify it as a garlic rose. So if it's fully double and large, it is damask rose. Next, for yellow flowers with strong fragrance, we will identify it as the sunsprite rose. If the flower is pink, we go to the next step to check flower form and size. Bonica rose has a pale pink flowers and medium in size, while pink Gruntendors has strong carnation like petals and smaller size. So next, we will move on to our cladogram, which show the evolutionary relationships between the different rose species in our study. So at the top of the tree, we can see the garlic rose. So this rose is placed earliest in the tree because it has more primitive traits such as semi-double flowers and traditional pink to purple coloring. So from there, the tree branches into two major groups. One branch leads to the damask rose, which is closely related to the garlic rose but shows more complex floral structure, which is large, fully double flowers, and a rich fragrance. So on the other side, we have the sunsprite, bonica, and pink Grutendors rose, which are more similar to each other in terms of structure and appearance. For example, sunsprite and bonica both have moderate-sized flowers and a range of soft to bright colors. Pink Gruntendors is grouped closely with bonica because both have pink flowers and smaller flower size. So the closer two species are on the tree, the more characteristics they share, indicating that they are more closely related. We do really appreciate the Rosaceae family because of its diversity, beauty, and importance in both nature and human life. So working on this project gave us the chance to explore different species within the Rosa genus and understand how each one has unique features from flower color to fragrance and its structure. So this experience made us realize that plants are not just for decoration. So each of the plants has its own story, characteristics, and also role in the ecosystem. So by learning more about Rosaceae, we have learned to appreciate not just the appearance of flowers, but also their classification, evolution, and how closely related some species are. For me, this project has been a really meaningful experience. One of the best part was when we visited Mardi to take the pictures of the roses that we presented earlier. Seeing the real plants helped me to understand the differences between the rose species more clearly. Before this, I didn't really know much about roses. I just knew that they look pretty. But after doing this project, I learned how to identify different species based on flower color, form, size, and even fragrance. The group cooperation was also really good. Everyone contributed their best in different ways, from collecting data, taking photos, to designing the poster together. Overall, this project taught us not only about the Rosaceae family, but also helped us improve our teamwork and communication. It was a fun and a valuable experience for all of us.
Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Suci Noraisha. Okay, during my fieldwork at Cameron Highland, I had the opportunity to study various plant species and mosses in their natural highland environment. It was a valuable experience as I learned to identify different moss and species and understand their ecological importance, especially in moss areas. Although it started raining during our fieldwork, I'm glad we had time to find and observe the mosses before the rain came. The wet condition did bring some challenges, but they also allow us to see how mosses truly thrive in such environments. Overall, the experience improved my field research skill, taught me to be more observant, and give me a deeper appreciation to edibility of plant in high ecosystem. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fatina Bila binti Mat Fauzi. So I want to share about a quick reflection on our recent field trip to Mardi, Cameron Highland. For me, it was an unforgettable experience. We started the day exploring beautiful flower gardens filled with vibrant roses, chrysanthemums, and orchids. The colors were amazing, and of course, we took tons of photos, not just for memories, but also for our study reports. One of the highlights was mini research on moss species. My groupmate and I was observed how different type of mosses like leaf moss and liverwoods grow naturally in the cool and moist environments of Cameron Highlands. It was fascinating to see how sensitive they are to their surrounding. So, this trip was not just about sightseeing. It was a great chance to apply what I was learned in class to the real work. I myself practiced doing field work, made group observations, and even discussed our findings on the spot. And most importantly, it taught us the value of nature, biodiversity, and teamwork. Thank you.
Taking the biodiversity and evolution course has truly deepened my understanding and appreciation for the nature world. I have learned how every species, no matter how small, plays an important role in maintaining ecological balance. The course taught me how to classify organisms, recognize different ecosystems, and understand the importance of conservation. One of the main challenges is it was difficult to identify species and remembering scientific names, especially when many organisms look similar. The theoretical parts like taxonomy were also difficult at first, but through group works, hands-on activities, and constant practice, I slowly became more confident. The fieldwork in Cameron Highlands was the highlight of the course. It gave me a chance to see biodiversity up close, from mossy forests to rare highland plants. However, it was not always easy. The weather was unpredictable and the terrain was sometimes steep and slippery. We also had to work quickly to collect data and take notes. These challenges taught me the value of preparation, teamwork, and being flexible in the field. Overall, I get important insights. I now truly understand how fragile and connected life is. This course made me realize the importance of protecting biodiversity and gave me a deeper respect for those working in conservation and biology. It was a challenging but meaningful learning experience.
Hi, so for the reflection on my previous trip, so my visit to Cameron Highlands, particularly at Marti, was an eye-opening experience where I observed a wide variety of angiosperms in their natural and also cultivated environments. I was especially fascinated by the Rosaceae, Asteraceae, and also Poaceae families. Okay, and seeing and touching many of these plants for the first time made the learning experience feel real and also, we can say, impactful. What made the trip even more meaningful was learning from Dr. Fatima, of course, who shared valuable scientific insights about plant adaptations and also biodiversity. Her explanations deepened my understanding and appreciation for plant diversity. And I would say, this trip has changed how I view plants and conservation. It reminded me of the richness of biodiversity and importance of protecting it for future generations. Thank you.
During the field trip to Canberra Highland, I had the opportunity to explore various types of flowers ground there. Besides observing their unique characteristics up close, I also learned about their benefit to the environment and to us as a human. There are many types of flowers, but the one that caught my attention the most were the different varieties of roses that bloom beautifully in the area. I also discovered that not all roses are fragrant. Some have no scent at all. Interestingly, I also come across a flower that look like roses but actually belong to a different plant family than the roses we studied. In addition to identifying roses of the same species, I also explored other plants that belong to the same family. I was truly happy to be able to see firsthand what we have learned in the class.